deep in the shadows. I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Hey everybody, I wanted to show you I've had my tree up because I miss having some kind of a plant, but I also love to keep my Yuletide tree out until either the middle of February or the end of winter. And we have not seen the end of winter over here yet. Yesterday, the 19th, it was extremely windy, so it was cold. And then today is the 20th, the first day of spring. We're going to have about 32, 34 degree weather. So I don't know if we're going to continue to have snow anymore or some type of spring. So in any event, it still feels like winter. So I've still had my tree out. Now I wondered why I haven't yet blacked out the lights over here. As you know, the last time I blacked out lights were the lights on the little wee men that were on the ladder, you know, that was moving back and forth. And that was around winter solstice. It was either before or after winter solstice, actually. And so I thought, okay, so that's going to bring a blessing for the next 3 to 6 months. And I think that might have actually influenced me to change my phone company. So that's been 3 months. Now last night, it's just about the very, very, very last bit of light on the full moon, and the dark moon is starting tonight or tomorrow. But I must have gone over here to plug in my phone, as I do several times a day, to charge it. And it must have been at some point when I either plugged it or unplugged it while I was sitting here that my energy shot off and put out the second set of lights, excuse me, on the bottom. Which I didn't notice because the top lights were still on. And I had the overhead light in the entryway. No, don't scratch on the chair. On. And so that might have been why, you know, I saw more light and I didn't. Actually, I did see less light at one point. And I thought, oh, well, maybe there's different colors on the TV, or maybe the phone screen changed. But it definitely seemed like it got dimmer in here. So I wasn't the brightest bulb in the room at the time on the strip, not noticing that the bulbs were out. So that last release of energy must have lasted until now, which would be about 3 months. So now, for some reason, I've blacked out the lights here, and there's going to be some more work that I have to accomplish over the next 3 months. So the other thing that happened actually was that I got my work area organized in a way I never thought of doing. I wanted to buy a corner desk. But I just didn't seem to have the $200 to do it when I was ready to do it. And I knew I had some other goals that were really more important. Now this one desk over here I had found over at the dumpster, and I'd put it behind the sofa for a sofa table because that's what I had in my mobile home. And then I tried it in the bedroom for an altar. I didn't have a dresser at the time, but I've gotten the dresser and I've been using the dresser. So this is additional space that I just was spreading myself way out. And I know how to utilize a small space if I need to. You know, for altars, I can put up a working, you know, for Sunday and then take that down and put up a working for Monday or for Friday. I don't have to have right now I have a Astarte on my dresser. So I figured, hey, let me move that other desk over here. Let me bring my work table in here since I can't go in the garage to work anyway. It's too cold. And when I first bought the work table, I used it for a desk. And then I moved it and used it for a dining room table in my studio apartment. And then I went ahead and I bought the dining room set. So this is very nice. You know, it's long. I can put my printer to the right, which I thought I was going to put it over there, but it actually works better for me over there. It's got a short cord. And I got enough cords back there as it is. So I sat back and looked and went, wow, there's my corner desk. So I just have to get more organized down there with some little containers. What do you call those things? Separator plastic things for drawers underneath there. And I have not yet finished getting organized over there. So then I felt like, oh, I can really sit down now and work here and do my taxes. So I did my taxes. I got my refund within about a week and a half. And then I started thinking, oh, do I really have the money to open my CD, which is very, very important. And I started to waver. I started to think, no, I don't. Because I have this or I have that. I don't even know what it was I was thinking. But I ended up doing some more number crunching and realizing that I could do it. I don't know why I was wavering. I think because I had a $300 repair on my car. I just had to replace some belts and they're not cheap. Or what it was. But I thought, okay, you know, this is getting kind of ridiculous. Why are you thinking you can't? Why do you think you can just do 600? You can do the 1,000. So I signed up and I linked my bank and I sent the 1,000 over to buy the CD. Now the next 3 months is really going to have to do with, I think, my housing more than anything else. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. There is another job that I have been applying for, and I ran into someone over at that business who said they'd been trying to get in contact with me. So if it's not too late, I'm going to have to hop on the computer and update my application and see what happens. That would give me some extra money through the summer. And it could lead to something more. That way I could finally do a lot less of the type of work I'm doing right now for the city. Unless I get a better pair of shoes, it's very, very, I hate to say it's hard for me, you know, because I have a young mind. But my knees and my back are just really hurting me. So the infrared sauna is actually going to help me with that because my peppermint lotion concoction is not doing much. And I need to probably stretch more here at the house. But that's the news for that. I think this is a wonderful example that I'm being given to show people here that you need to work on releasing your energy at certain times of the year and certain phases of the moon. And this is what our ancestors did. This is the spring equinox. This is one of the solar sabbats. And they would do it on a full moon phase before the dark moon. All right. Please share this with any other magical practitioners or Wiccans who are not quite sure about the release of energy, if it's real. This is one example to show. And that's, yeah, I mean, if we don't understand that people have actually started fires at the gas station, by placing their hand on their car or whatever and creating a spark through their body, because our bodies are natural electrical conductors, but this is a way for us to control it and direct it. Okay, have a wonderful rest of the day.